He just wants to be a part of the fun. Aliens are an interesting topic, and what makes a movie good is when it's made for TV. So, if you combine those two things together, you get the Sci-Fi Channel original Alien Express or Dead Rail. I don't know why it has two different names. Before we begin, the Wikipedia article for this movie says it's a bullet train. And if so, this is the worst bullet train ever. It only goes up to 70 miles an hour, and then even then they're like, oh, that's a little too quick. We gotta turn that down. Actual speeds of bullet trains are about 200 miles an hour. So, you know, not really the same. Also, it looks nothing like a bullet train.
I give you the next President of the United States and my very dear friend, Senator Frank Rawlings.
So the senator gives his speech, and everyone loves him and his wig, and he introduces Phil.
Thanks, Frank.
One of the porters goes and grabs a gun, presumably to kill the senator, while the senator continues to introduce people.
The one and only Christy Swan.
How about a duet, Senator?
Later this evening.
Senator, your mic is still on.
We can all hear that. Your wife is here, sir.
Yeah, she is in the crowd.
You are such a wimp.
What?
How dare you litter, sir? I saw that. You thought the big old flame ball in the back would distract me. No, shame on you. Also, those people die. One of the engineers steps out and checks the damage to find out what hit the car.
Jeez, where is that kid?
That man is at least 30. The police show up, and I mean one car and one helicopter. I don't know why he looks at or even has this photo in his car. It's not like he's going to war. He's just gonna go look at a car.
Extra crispy, huh?
How is his arm still there? The man is gone, but somehow he was gripping the steering wheel so hard that it managed to stay intact.
You smell that?
Yeah, you never really get used to the stench of charred flesh.
No, it's something else. It's a gas.
It's from the car, fumes, something from the engine maybe?
It smells like methane.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You wanna know how I know? Methane is odorless. What they're referring to is hydrogen sulfide, which they mix with methane for when they're using methane in your house, so you can smell if there's a leak. And this is a major plot point, that the aliens have methane in them.
Whose train is this?
Senator Rawlings.
Rosie's on this train. She's Senator Rawlings' PR director.
So it turns out Rosie is Vic's ex-wife, which only makes the picture thing weirder. So we get the perspective from the aliens here, and I was expecting some sort of X-ray thermal vision, but it kind of just looks like they submerged the alien in iced tea. They find the dead guy and see that he has some goo on him. The senator then teleports and tells them,
I demand this train be moved immediately.
Sir, I'm very sorry to inform you that one of your engineers has been killed, and we think...
Inform the dead guy's family and send my condolences, and let's get moving.
seems like a great guy.
I can't do that.
Can't do that. Where's your superior?
He's really pulling a "can I talk to your manager?" I mean, with the hairstyle, it makes sense. And it moves the train, so. Back on the train, Paul stares at Rosie's ass and acts like he's not a creep. And then they get an update on what happened.
It's under control. Sorry for the delay, folks. Small traffic accident.
You can't say that like a car got rear-ended. A meteor came down, killed 2 people, an alien came out, it dissolved the guy by spitting goo. It's not just a fender bender that you can like fix through insurance.
Hello and welcome to channel 444 News. Today we've had some reports that the weather has been quite an issue on the roads, so we're going to hand it over to our correspondent Brian for the weather. How's it going out there, Brian?
Thanks, Gene. It's not really that bad out here. Only 40 casualties from this slight downpour. You should expect your traffic to be back to normal by tomorrow. Back to you in the studio. What, you're gonna tell me that's not real? It's the same train. Same color and everything. Proof. Looks real.
We got a possible homicide here, and the killer could be on that train.
Homicide, Vic. It looks like some wild animal got the poor bastard.
Captain, my wife is on that train.
Your wife? You mean your ex-wife, right?
We got some more concerning behavior from Vic here. Also, what animal spits out acidic neon goo? So Vic punches his chief and goes on a helicopter ride to catch the train. Oh, the power line, the power line. You're getting a little close to the power line. Okay, hey, we made it.
The dead man switch. It's kaput.
Well, you better not croak while you're up there then, right?
Funny.
So the emergency switch is dead, and Charlie goes, well, don't die, lol, and then hangs up. And what do you think happens? The iced tea monster comes and eats him ass first.
You boys tell my wife to start dinner without me. I'll be along.
What are you doing? This is way too mature for you. Go back inside. Ruined my shirt. Anyway, the senator cheats on his wife and says he's only married in Texas, which isn't how marriage works. He's a bad person, and his wig has magical powers.
I told you, gentlemen.
Out of the room.
What the hell?
Let's go.
Be careful with that gun. Those things go off.
Shut up. Keep moving.
Oh no, not the senator. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen.
There he is. Oh, hun, this lobster is delish. Here, have a bite. Oh, Frankie, where are you going?
How did the security guards not notice the gun to his back while they walked by? And he's
Got a bomb.
that magically appears in his hand.
I will blow this train up if you don't put the guns down now.
Don't, please. Phil?
Phil, you're just gonna shush your wife? She has a reasonable request of don't try to take down the guy with the bomb with your bare hands, and you're just gonna shh.
Nobody moves or everyone dies.
Phil, are you deaf? Also, Phil stands directly in front of the only person that has a shot, like he's the Terminator.
Old man, out of my way! Son.
The bomb guy runs away with the senator, and everyone else tries to signal to the engineer to stop the train. The engineer, however, is not really feeling up to it since his prostate exam with the alien.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. Something's not right! That lunatic has my husband! What are you gonna do?
Ma'am, you need to calm down. Maybe we should help Martha back to her room.
They keep on shutting out any woman that has a genuine concern. They have a bomb, Phil. Shh. That lunatic has my husband, and he has a bomb. You just need to go lay down and take a nap. Then they bring everyone back to the observation cart. Back in the helicopter, Vic is questioned about his time in Kuwait in '91. That's the Gulf War. I don't know why they mention it so many times in this movie, but they keep on going back to his time there.
What happened over there? How come you don't like to fly anymore?
I made a bad decision. Some of my men and a lot of innocent people lost their lives.
What does that mean? Are you a war criminal?
There she is.
Why are they looking left and right here? They're following straight train tracks. It's not like the train is going to be off-roading. Vic finds the engineer dead and believes it was an alien from the meteor. He then contacts a train control station and tells her to contact the engineer. I don't think he's going to pick up.
Damn it, pull out! We'll never make it in time!
If the train goes into the tunnel, it'll be too late!
So Vic has got to jump onto the train before it goes into the tunnel.
Go! Now!
Yay!
Yeah! Buddy! We did it! Okay, come on! Come on! Come on!
Aww. Sam the porter then tells Vic about the terrorist on board. The door of the engineer's cabin is locked, so Charlie is sent on the roof to get to the engineer to tell him to stop the train. Also, may I point out his bomb is just a bunch of light switches?
Bomb has been planted.
So the terrorist is mad about the senator's anti-environment policies, and for a movie that so far everything is around protecting this man, I would rather them fail. He's a terrible person.
What the hell? Close the hands! What is that?
His reaction shot does not match him falling, and he falls twice. Both the senator and Charlie get gooed and eaten, and the terrorist hides in a box. Also, the cinematography here is amazing. Vic bumps into Rosie and continues being weird.
You two know each other? We're married.
We're not married.
But I can't guarantee your safety if you don't stay in your room.
You can't tell me what to do. We're not married anymore, Vic. We haven't been for the past 2 years. You're not going to stop me this time.
Wow, he sounds like he wasn't controlling at all when they were married. You know what? I'm glad she got out of that relationship. They don't, like, get back together in this movie, right? Right? Vic then talks to the train control lady again, and it turns out they only have 58 minutes before they collide with another train. There is so much train footage in this movie. I went and counted how many shots. There was 26 different well, I can't say different. They reuse the same train shots, but there's 26 shots of trains. So they have to stop the train, or they can go on the secondary track that's a dead end. Vic meets everyone, and somehow Charlie comes in. I don't know how he survived the alien attack.
They got the senator.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, they were eating him.
What about Russell?
Oh, I don't know. I think they got him too.
Hold on. How is he not bleeding from that massive cut in his neck? He is just moving around his head and talking. He should have bled out.
The big one was laying eggs.
Where?
What was left of the senator?
Charlie, listen to me. You need to save your strength. Rosie, keep him warm. Sam? It is Sam, right? Come here.
That's all you're gonna do? Give him a little blanket? There's gotta be at least a first aid kit somewhere around the train. Tylenol, Advil, maybe some wrap? Oh no, he's hurt. Let me just tuck you in right there. Paul recommends that they go to the last train car and uncouple, which would then cause the train to automatically brake. But they can't, because if the train brakes and stops, then the aliens would escape. Oh, and Charlie dies. Who would have guessed? Probably got too cold. Then Vic starts giving people guns. He walks straight up to Rosie, looks in her face, and then gives the gun to Sam. That was brutally disrespectful. Even Phil is in the background going, what the f? So the crew goes into the next car and the emergency system engages. What does that mean? It's a little bit darker now. That's it. I don't know how it doesn't engage till now because the engineer's been dead for a long time. They split up to find the dead senator and then they get attacked.
Robert, don't move.
Robert, don't move, Robert. You're directly in my line of shot. If you just scooch over just a little, I can shoot him. So don't move.
Don't move, Robert. I got a clean shot.
Then just shoot it. You have 4 people with guns aimed at it. Just shoot it. So Robert moves and it shoots acid at him. And might I say, these are the slowest moving people ever. There is no way that they haven't hit Robert at this point. That at least a ricochet or something, because they are aimed directly at him.
We're running out of ammo. We need to fall back. Now, let's move.
Come on, Vic, let's go.
You mean to tell me, after all those shots, Vic just all of a sudden just snipes one? Okay. That is just a man on his knees in a costume. And Vic doesn't shoot him. I don't know why. Paul got hit with some slime during all of this, and they find out it temporarily paralyzes you.
Yeah, it seems to wear off, though. Charlie made it out.
Oh, yeah. How's Charlie doing? Oh. Yeah, you'll be fine. So they talk about the methane smell again and how they think that the methane is in their veins. They could have just picked a different gas, but it's whatever at this point. So now they're gonna attack the aliens with fire. But Paul says no thank you with his gun. Says he's gonna go back to the first train car and uncouple. However, he cannot do that because he does not have the porter's key card nor the engineer's master code.
Now's not a good time, Gina.
I'm afraid I have some bad news. The freight train is hauling nuclear waste.
Of course there is. I mean, so far we have terrorism, aliens, nuclear explosions, fashion crimes, and nobody has contacted any sort of outside help. So now they have decided to be put on the secondary track to avoid hitting the train with the nuclear waste.
Oh. You're fired.
So now Paul has a key card. Oh, and one of the aliens has made it into the cart with all the civilians, just as Peter and Phil walk in. Phil, how are you this strong and this fast? These aliens, all they're known for is being really fast. He catches one. I don't know how. This is now a movie about Phil discovering his unknown superpowers. Now we check in with Rosie and Vic, where the senator's wife has been eaten.
It'll be okay. Oh! There's another one. Rosie, come this way. Rosie, I need you to back up so I can get a shot.
How do they keep on getting in the line of fire? All the person with the gun has to do is just lean over just a little bit. Just a little bit of Rainbow Six. That's it.
What happened in Kuwait was not your fault. It was just war.
I should have checked the target.
Why don't they ever say what happened? For all I know, he could have clicked the wrong button and accidentally bombed a school. And they make up here as Rosie magically forgets why she ever got divorced. Now Paul has completely lost it and is threatening to kill Sam for the engineer's code, but Vic shows up just in time.
You can't do it, can you? Rosie told me all about those people you accidentally killed in Kuwait.
I wish that they would stop referencing this unknown moment in Vic's life. Just do a flashback or something.
When we get the master code, we'll come pick you up before we uncouple the last car.
Wait, so you're just gonna uncouple the car like Paul was already going to do? You could have just told him that you were gonna time it with the ending of the rail. Instead, you shot him.
Hey, Phil, I need to tell you something, okay? Don't let those things eat me alive.
Listen, you're gonna be fine.
No, Phil, please. Don't let them take me out that way.
Phil, this is all I ask of you because it looks really bad and painful. You wouldn't let me suffer, Phil, would you?
All right.
So Phil and Peter go into the next car, and Peter kills about 6 aliens with superb form, straight out of the manuals. Well, Phil somehow twists his ankle, even though we have already established that Phil is Superman in khakis. So they light the whole train car on fire, and we start to see some close-up shots of the large alien. And it's just someone in a suit. They have opposable thumbs.
How about a cocktail? Ugly suckers!
How'd the two of you meet? College. Track and field, we both went out for the long jump. I sucked at the long jump. She always kicked my ass.
This is a strange conversation to have while walking up to a horde of aliens. Paul frees himself and manages to feel no pain after being shot.
Finally, I'm saved.
Hi, Paul. I'm just contacting you about your car's extended warranty. Paul, you can't hide from me forever.
So Vic and Sam try to make it to the front train car to retrieve the engineer's master code. This is just a perfect action shot. He's got the thing wiggling around. I can barely tell it's rubber. It's so lifelike. Marvel could learn a thing or two.
You promise.
You could have acted just a little bit quicker. He's already gone through all the suffering. Phil, you missed your cue, Phil. Phil sits back and watches Peter get eaten, and the aliens don't attack Phil because they know Phil is the strongest.
Switch in 20 seconds. Just do it.
Is she okay? I think what she was going for is just like a nervous tapping, but instead we get...
Go back to the observation car. We'll be there in less than 8 minutes.
Wait, you're sending him back? Vic and Sam have come all this way just for them to send Sam back so Vic can go solo? It's so much unnecessary risk. Why? He sat in the box the whole time to not get attacked, and then he sacrifices himself for Phil. There is no reason for this. The only interaction that these two had with each other beforehand was when Phil didn't listen to him. Phil is the strongest. Vic has now made it to the car with Phil and tries to help him.
I read somewhere that 64% of our combat veterans still...
Phil, now is not the time for statistics.
Hey, we're a team, remember? No man gets left behind. Where's Peter? He didn't make it. Okay,
that was delivered like this is a comedy, and he did not care about Peter. He found out Peter died and didn't even give a damn. Also, you're not doing too well in that whole no man left behind thing. You started with 7 and you've lost 3.
Get back to the observation car? I'll be fine. All right, I need to get that master code.
You can't just send Phil on his own. He could barely stand, and now you're going to send him to traverse like 4 train cars, one which is on fire. You know what? Phil's going to make it somehow. He's going to find out he can walk on his hands faster or something. Vic finds the master key in the engineer's wallet, but gets attacked by the guy in the alien. But Vic makes it back in time for them to disconnect the back train.
Where's my husband?
He's not here?
No!
Of course he's not there. You sent a 60-year-old man with a bum leg to traverse 4 rail cars, one which he would have to climb on the roof. Why would you think he would make it? I think I'm starting to understand Vic's poor decision-making from his past.
Phil?
That's my ankle. I couldn't make it over the top. I had to come through the fire.
You're one tough old bastard, you know that?
Of course Phil's fireproof. I knew that they didn't know how to get Phil past that train car, so they just went, yeah, he made it. How? I don't know. He made it, though. Phil is the strongest.
There they are!
Flight the car! Now!
Do it, Sam!
So Phil makes it, but the trains are separating and Vic isn't across yet. Also, the large alien is following him, but Vic is out of ammo.
Kate! Like this.
You know, for aliens that their main thing is being really fast, they are really slow. That bullet was going at Nerf gun speeds.
You can make it!
Back! Long jump!
Are you kidding me? What, that's why they brought it up earlier? Also, Vic said he was terrible at it. Why would he be able to make it? The train cars with the aliens go into the ravine and everyone is saved.
It's a shooting star. There's another one.
Yeah, there's another one.
Oh, God, no.
So it doesn't matter. They get invaded anyway. Any sort of satisfaction that you get from them completing their mission is just gone. There is no sequel to this movie, so I'm assuming this is it. Just everyone dies. Well, thanks for wasting your time with me today. Remember to practice your long jump and subscribe. If I say subscribe, I'm magic. Button does a thing now. Don't lick my hand.